Welcome to Big Blend Radio with your hosts, Lisa and Nancy, editors of BigBlendMagazine.com.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Big Blend Radio with Nancy and Lisa. I'm very excited today. We are going to Phoenix, Arizona, well, that whole area, Scottsdale, the West Valley. Arizona is our home state. You know, we've got our storage unit in Tucson, Nancy. I wonder how warm it is in there. We got air control, right?
I don't think I'd want to guess about that. We could try and sleep there overnight.
All right, there it is, right? But very excited because there's an awesome blues rock band out there called Until the Sun. And we're excited to have some of the members with us. We've got Brandon. Brandon, did you start the band? And welcome, by the way.
Hi, yeah, thank you. Bruce and I started it together. We were in another band before that was kind of a hard rock band. And blues has always been where kind of my head has been at. I've always had kind of one foot in the blues. And it was just something, the direction I wanted to go. And Bruce and I kind of went in that way, and we picked up Chris, our drummer, and then Alyssa joined midway through the recording of the last album, and we've been at it since.
So yeah, we're gonna play Drowning in Blue in a few seconds here, but first let's get Chris on. So we've got Brandon Teskey and then Bruce Jensen. Bruce, you're doing a lot of the vocals too, right?
That is correct. Yep.
Right
I historically have been the lead vocalist, but we brought Alyssa in because she's awesome and just adds to everything. And I play bass too.
Right on
this particular album.
But you do guitar too, right? You're guitar and bass. Well, yeah.
No, Brandon's the lead guitarist.
Mm-hmm.
I play rhythm guitar too, and I don't think there's any of that in this album. Maybe on Crucible. I think that's the only place where I appear with guitar in hand.
Mm. And Alyssa, welcome. How did you find these guys?
I found them through a mutual friend.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I had some recordings online, and they, I guess, checked them out and asked me if I wanted to try out the band.
Right on.
Yeah,
it adds a really good element. It's like, you know, what I love about this album, you know, we were talking about this before, Brandon, is that you've got a little bit of everything when it comes to the blues and rock styles. And there's some that even sound a little Beatle-ish. And then, you know, you've got like a Stevie Ray Vaughan vibe, and everything's got a little, and then it's got like the hardcore swampy, like, you know, something's going to bite your ankle in the swamp.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's what we were going for.
Good.
Cool.
But, you know, it's interesting you being in Phoenix and you think about blues. I think it does go because I know you've got beautiful weather. It is hot. But people are on bikes, you know, there's motorcycle, there's, you know, Route 66 ain't that far from you. So it's pretty much an outdoor state more than what people think. There's more than Gumby cactus out there. So you've got a lot of roadhouse kind of destinations and venues.
Yeah, definitely. So it seems to resonate with that crowd.
Right on. So this is the second album.
Yeah, correct.
Drowning in Blue. All right. So let's play the title track to it, and everyone, give everyone the website where they can go to get the album.
It's untilthesun.com. Yep.
Until the Sun. Where did the name come from?
We were talking about different ideas at the time, and that's the one that kind of stuck with everyone. It can mean multiple things for different people, and when we were discussing it, probably each member of the band had their own kind of meaning for what it was to them. So we all kind of liked it.
Right on. So here it is. We'll play Drowning in Bloom.
Towards mine. midday. You say you make me feel something new. You make love better, but I'm still drowning in
You're listening to Big Blend Radio with Nancy and Lisa, and you just heard Drowning in Blue. It is the very title track of the latest album by Until the Sun. And this is an awesome band based out of the Phoenix area of Arizona, beautiful Arizona, sunny Arizona. And we're excited because we've got some of the band members with us. We've got Brandon Teskey, we've got Bruce Jensen, and we've got Alyssa Swartz. And that is just an epic start to an album. Did you write that, Brandon? Because you did most of the writing, right?
Yeah, for this album, I did most of the writing on it. So,
right on.
Yeah, usually I'll bring in the song, the initial idea musically and the lyrics, and then we'll kind of work it out as a band, and everyone kind of adds their own element to it. So,
what led you into that kind of blues? I mean, have you always been listening to blues, or?
Yeah, ever since I was early teens, I got into playing guitar at probably 11 years old. And then soon after, I started listening to like who were the good guitar players, and I gravitated towards like Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix and Eric Clapton. And then I found out who influenced them, and kind of went down that rabbit hole until there was nowhere else to go. So.
And Bruce, for you, you're doing bass guitar, but you play rhythm guitar as well, and keys, and so you're a multi-instrumentalist.
I guess so. I wouldn't say that I'm the best at any of those things, but I typically just pick the stuff up because I did the recording and production of this album as well. So, like Brandon said, he usually comes in with the kind of core idea of a song, the general melody and the overall feel and the lyrics and whatnot. And then I typically, I don't know, sometimes I can just hear stuff in my head that'd be better with some synth there, some electronic beats or some piano or whatever. And then I just figure out how to do it, you know? So,
nice.
And the bass is just kind of a necessity because we lost our bass player a couple of years ago, and, you know, we had gigs lined up. So what else are you going to do?
You got to play, you know, you just got to keep going.
That's right.
And then you've got Alyssa in there too. And I know you had a female vocalist before, didn't you guys? Before a little bit?
Yeah, we had.
We did.
Yeah, she guest appeared on a few of the songs. She was in the band briefly, but yeah, we were just kind of two different directions. And so, yeah. So for a while we were just a trio. And then when we heard Alyssa, we kind of jumped at the opportunity to have her join.
Well, she's badass.
Very cool. Yeah, very cool.
I mean, listen to her vocals. It's like she's got this deep part, and then she's got like
Mhm.
you can stretch your vocal range in
Right.
so many different ways. It's like you're like, oh, I wonder where she's going to go with that, and it's like, oh no, she did a completely different way than you would think, which is really exciting, I think, for listeners to hear a vocalist that changes with what they do with every time, and yet you still have that flow, and you definitely all connect together in a really good way. Have you always been more on the bluesy side and rock side as a singer?
When I was growing up, I really loved like Mariah Carey, Whitney Houston,
Mhm.
Celine Dion. I was really like R&B all the way. But I've listened to everything, alternative and oldies, 80s music. I love it all.
Yeah, because I thought, you know, what I was listening to, I was like, this is kind of an interesting blend, and I have to use the word blend
Mhm.
here since we're Big Blend Radio. But you've got the blues, and you guys get swampy, you get hardcore. There's a little bit of everything, but your voice, I was like, man, she's got that old school 80s vibe that
Mhm.
is so neat. So it's an interesting
Yeah.
balance. I wouldn't say like you guys are like Fleetwood Mac because you've got a different sound, but it kind of has that thing of when, you know, Fleetwood Mac back in the old days, right? And then here comes you know, Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham comes into the band and they changed it. And I think all versions of Fleetwood Mac have been pretty cool, but there's this extra element. And it's interesting, yeah, Stevie Nicks coming from your area too, to kind of have that different touch. So it's, you can't pigeonhole you guys musically, which is great with how you have your sound.
Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with everyone kind of came from different musical backgrounds. Chris is kind of a jazz drummer, but he's loud and he can play really aggressive too. So yeah, he's everyone comes from their own direction. I think that kind of fuses all these different elements into it.
So now you guys play a lot in the area, and I know COVID, everything's opening up a little bit. When you were kind of pent up during COVID times, did that help you with the writing of this album?
It gave us time to finish the recording. So yeah, we were kind of chipping away at it, and that kind of gave us focus into one area.
Get it done. And now it's opening up. Are you performing now? Are you able to go out and start playing?
Yeah, we have shows in the area probably at least every month. And then we're looking at booking some micro tours into like California and Texas and maybe Colorado. And
Sweet.
as things start opening up, we're hoping to get a few micro tours going.
Are the
Cool.
festivals still going, do you think, or are they?
I think
Putting
they're
them off.
starting to book them. I just actually was looking at that today.
Okay. Yeah, I think fall, a lot of them in the fall or late summer, they're like, come on, let's just make it happen. You know, everybody's missing it. Do you miss it? Playing
Yeah.
out there?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I know, Nancy, you and I, we miss live
Yeah.
music. It's
Yeah.
life without live music sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for you
Yeah,
guys to get out
that's-
there and hopefully
Mhm.
see you guys when we're out performing. I wanted to play New Delilah because I want people to hear Alyssa's amazing vocals on this. So New Delilah, did she replace the old Delilah? Tell us about this song.
It's actually interesting. When I wrote that, it was actually from a male's perspective, and then when Alyssa joined, we kind of rewrote the lyrics from the female's point of view. So that's
Oh.
kind of how that one developed.
Should like her ring. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Here it is. Let's play it for everybody. Here it is. This is, what is it? The third track on the album. Again, the album is Drowning in Blue. It's by the band Until the Sun. You can go to untilthesun.com to get the album. But here it is, New Delilah. You can also watch the video on YouTube.
Hey man, give me that bright diamond ring.
All right, you just heard New Delilah again by the band Until the Sun. They're based out of Phoenix, Arizona. You can keep up with them at untilthesun.com. That is the third track from their latest album, their second album called Drowning in Blue. And very excited because that features Alyssa's vocals. Alyssa, was that the first song you did with the band?
The first song, actually, we did Burning Home first. Was the first one they had me work on. So I wasn't even sure about this song when we first started it, but then they were right. It was for me.
Yeah. Burning Home has, I like Burning Home, by the way. Burning Home has got like some traditional, just, it's very like I was like, BB King would dig it, playing that. I think then your vocals come in, it's perfect. And so you're singing. Okay. So then Bruce, you're doing some vocals too.
Yes, of course. Well, and what on New Delilah?
On all the
like
you're in general, yeah. You're like you and Alyssa are the two.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course. And it's especially like when we play our live shows, we just kind of split it 50-50. Right. So I'll do one, she'll do one, and et cetera. We just swap back and forth.
Well, your vocals go really well together. What I think is interesting is Brandon's doing a lot of the writing of the lyrics, right? So Brandon, how are you writing the melodies? Like if you're not, do you sing and you just like, hey, these guys can sing this part, but
I try to sing good enough to get the message on what the melody should be without butchering it too badly. Sometimes it works, and then sometimes they just come up with something better.
There it is. Oh, but it's a beautiful, I love this album. It's like one of those things, Nancy, you and I always get excited. Okay, what can we play? And then it's like, let's play the whole thing, and we can't.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to buy it, Yeah. Lemon Tree and Doing My Best. Those are two live recordings. So tell us about that. Where did you record them?
Oh, Bruce, do you want to go ahead on this one?
Sure, I thought you were going to. No, we actually recorded those at Premier Studios in Phoenix. They have a large, full venue room, right, with a full stage and all that that you can utilize. We did that during the COVID lockdown because it was the only place we could play, right? And then we also streamed that live via Facebook. We did 2 shows there the same way, right, with a live stream onto Facebook, and we had quite a lot of people on that. And that was early on in the lockdown. So I believe those 2 were done in either March or April of last year. So yeah, we had the full recording set up there and everything for the live show and all that. So that's where those 2 came from.
Now, one of my favorite songs of the album is the last one. It's called Deathbed Blues. And I that's because I'm a sucker for slide, and like Shadow of the Valley, we get to play that because that's also one of my favorites. Cool. So is that you, Brandon, doing all the slide work?
Yeah, it is.
Damn. Now, do you is that one of your favorite ways to play? Is like play slide or?
Throughout my playing, it hasn't been, but I've always played slide, and then maybe about 2 years ago, I kind of dedicated myself to like, I want to be a better slide player, and I focused a lot more on it than usual. And then, I ended up getting a 100-year-old Gibson. It's a L1 acoustic guitar.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the same type that I think Robert Johnson used, or at least that he's.
No way.
Yeah, that he's filmed.
Wow.
He's the famous picture of him is taken on. Anyway, so I got that guitar, and I just ended up practicing a lot more slide on it, and that's kind of how I came up with that, just messing around.
Well, very
cool. Yeah,
I know. I'm glad we're going to play Shadow of the Valley, and damn, it just doesn't sound like it came out of Phoenix. Okay, I'm sorry. I love Arizona, but like really, your album doesn't sound like Arizona. I'm just saying. I feel like we should be in the swampy Louisiana, Mississippi area with your music. I hope you guys do go out to Louisiana. We'll go a little bit, more east of Texas, and Texas gonna love your music for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. So excited about you guys getting out on the road and getting out traveling. But I do have a question before we go and we play more music here. If you could have anyone get up on stage with you as the band, as you start touring, where would your ideal concert venue be? And you can bring anyone alive or past to come up as a guest artist with you. Okay. What song from the album would you want to be performing, and who would it be, and so where? So let's start with you, Alyssa.
Oh God.
I know.
She's like,
bam.
no.
Yeah.
I don't. Gosh, feels like a trick question.
Yeah. We're so
I don't
mean.
think I really have a venue, like a place I would do it at, but what song would I pick? I'd probably do Burning Home, and maybe do like who would I do? I really like the lead singer of Hosier. He's amazing.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of fun.
That would be
So,
cool.
Cool.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Very cool.
So no, you know,
Hmm.
specific venue. You're just open wherever.
no, just take me. I'm going.
Oh, well, everybody.
Okay.
So do you like being indoor or outdoor as a singer?
I like them both.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both a lot of fun. Yeah.
Right on. Right on. Okay. So Bruce, let's go over to you. So what song?
Oh man, I don't know. I'd say if it had to be somebody else involved, I suppose probably Drowning in Blue, the title track, right?
Mhm.
And the only thing that can pop into my head, see, I'm an old metalhead, right? So none of those people would be appropriate for this. So I think the closest thing would be a guy named Charlie Starr from a band called Blackberry Smoke. It's probably the bluesiest thing I listen to
Yes.
on any kind of regular basis.
Mhm.
And as far as venues go, I think my favorite one is the Red Rocks in Colorado.
Oh
The
yeah.
place is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that is good. Blackberry
nice.
Smoke, man.
Mm.
Well, we watched a concert of theirs like
Mhm.
maybe a couple years ago, and they
Yeah.
had hardworking Americans playing with them. And it was the first time I think we heard Blackberry Smoke, and they were really good.
They're
Yeah.
killer. Yeah. And Charlie Starr, their singer / guitarist, he's awesome guitar player. So, and I just
Cool.
like their songs in general. So there we go.
Yeah. I can't remember what concert it was, because even Gary Clark got up there. What the heck, man? I've got to go back now and see who, what, and where. Brandon, what about you? What song?
So I'd probably do Doing My Best, because it's a straightforward slow blues song that we
Yeah.
do. And I'd probably BB King. I think
Yeah.
I spoke to BB King one time when I was 16 years old, and
No way.
he took like 20 minutes to actually just sit down and speak with me, and it was
Oh,
it was
cool.
cool. I was trying to convince him to
Mhm.
break out his guitar and play a song, but he had just finished the show and he didn't want to play anymore. So, but yeah, I think
That's funny.
I'd bring him back to life
Mhm.
and play
Yeah.
Carnegie Hall or the Royal Albert Hall with him. If,
Oh, awesome.
That'd be cool.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Wow.
Carnegie Hall. Yeah.
Mhm.
But then the Royal Albert Hall would be,
Mm.
yeah, you could do both, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why
Do
not?
both. Do
This is my
both.
fantasy.
Yeah, I love it.
That's
I
right.
love it. Well, everyone, again, the band is Until the Sun. So you can go to untilthesun.com. You can purchase the album Drowning in Blue right off of the website. Also, keep up with them on social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. What's the next video coming out, Brandon, for you guys?
I don't know. We were discussing a few different options for videos and kind of getting our ideas together for future albums. Alyssa and I are working on a song right now, and it's
Cool.
should be awesome. And yeah, we're just kind of getting ideas together. We're thinking about doing a psychedelic blues rock album for the next one.
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
and yeah, we might get a few more videos in there. Maybe Burning Home, we might do a video for that.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah, actually, I think we'll throw together a couple of videos for the 2 live songs on the album, right? Because we had footage when we did those too. So those would probably be the first ones to drop.
Very cool. Yeah. I mean, because then we can see, we want to
Yes.
see. And for
wanna
those of
see.
us who still aren't getting out there, because it's everything's opening up, but it's still taking time. You know what I mean? I think it's never it's not gonna be true normal for another year, I don't think. Because we
Yeah.
still have to get back out there, and things have to be scheduled, like work stuff has to happen.
Yeah.
whatever that is. But
Yeah.
but it'd be great to see you guys do your live videos like that and see the footage from that. It'd be great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. You guys, thank you for joining us. It's been a true pleasure. Again, everyone, untilthesun.com. But here it is. We're going to play some swampy goodness. This is Shadow of the Valley. It is the second track off of the album, again, called Drowning in Blue. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
In the shadow of the valley,